Whoa, good evening. We're here again. Now, this evening or morning, depends wherever you are. Now, they have as different spheres and as different places. So we realize some places um, it's daytime actually. I work with, I have colleagues who are my friends back in the US, the UK. Sometimes they tell me it's 10, we are supposed to have a meeting at 10 a.m. and then back there they are telling me we have a difference of some hours. So leave that one anyway. Now, today, the thing that we're gonna look into now is we have started. Yes, you started something, say YouTube, Twitter, you decided to give it a trial in Instagram, or Facebook, depends with what you want to share. Because again, these things are in your phone. Why should you not use them? And if you have to use them in a way that is building you. Now, the next big thing after starting, because to me, starting is you break the yoke. That is where you break the yoke when you start. Now, the next big thing is, and the next thing that we will follow up as your followers, as people who are watching, and by the market, we, the multitude or the people, are so keen to see how you move, your next move. We saw you start, and we have blessed that. But the next thing we're gonna ask ourselves is, where are you? What are you up to? And this is the question that we are now answering today. So if you are able to differentiate between moving and progress, then you will come today, use the same bench, and give us a conversation today. And so the conversation today is, are you able to keep the spirit? Are you able to wake up for the next day? Are you able to take a pen and a paper to think about the project again? Are you able to, having started, are you able to just say, hey man, I'm late. I'm supposed to be awake at this moment. Probably saying a prayer, probably catching a matatu, probably going for exercise, probably, that is, your second thing, your second day, or your second moment when you want to pick what you started is what it matters most if you are to win. And you know what I tell people? If you do it the second time, then you are on your way on winning. You are winning. And so let's win now. Let's go and win. This is my second day. The conversation is about, are you picking it up from where you left, from where you started? And let's see this. Okay, let's see that day. Probably I will come up with different discussions, but I have to set the pace. I have to set the environment. I have to make sure you start and you pick up today. Good evening.